The end of an era, everyone. Nintendo seems to have lost interest in the mobile market. They have basically said, yeah, we're not really putting out more mobile games. And, Based and Red Pilled. Literally, it just makes me want to put on my Mario hat and, like, dance and sing. This is the best news we've heard out of Nintendo in all year for sure. Like, seriously, just fuck mobile games. Just fuck them. They were always awful, always pointless, and they're basically the worst thing to happen to video games, period, and are honestly holding video games back and really making it worse for the casual audiences. For those of you who enable it, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. But yeah, Nintendo is essentially becoming so successful with the Switch and everything they're doing with that, with their techniques and their motivations. They're comfortable coming out saying that, like, yeah, we're not putting out more mobile games, and that's so good. That's so good. It's wonderful even. Like, the mobile market is just pure cancer, and I do hope that eventually it's going to collapse. People stop, like, giving their money to worthless bullshit, right? And people just, move back to Nintendo. That's kind of what's happening here. Is that, like, the Pokemon Cafe game? That's getting a dual release on mobile and Switch. So I think that's how it's going to function going forward. If, like, they make a free-to-play game, it's going to be available primarily on Switch. Like, Kirby Battle Royale still exists, but that game reused a ton of assets from other Kirby games, right? Like Star Allies and stuff like that. That's probably going to be what happens going forward, is that Nintendo is just going to make these low-effort games, make them free to download, and put them on the Switch, and get people to maybe try these series, right? Free to play, and I don't even think you really need to give money for that much of Battle Royale. I got to the end before I stopped, right? I think I could have grinded it out, like, to get through it all, but I didn't quite manage that. It was perfectly doable, though, I think. It seems like Nintendo has figured out a method to sort of deal with the mobile menace, to deal with these mobile... Like, it does feel like mobile gaming has sort of, like, declined in popularity in recent years. Like Fortnite. It's interesting how this mobile game, right? It came to consoles and was super successful there, and I don't think anyone who's serious about the game plays on mobile, like, at all, unless they don't have any other choice, or anyone who did play the game, because I think the fad is over now, as I said in my Fortnite video. That's going to be the reality of these free-to-play games. Like, all of the really good ones, all the ones people are going to want to play, are going to be ported to consoles, right? They're going to be supported on consoles. They're going to be their primary player base is going to be on consoles. Like, mobile gaming basically has peaked, right? It's basically in decline, and it's either going to get more and more exploitive, alienating more and more people, or it's simply just going to go at the same pace and continue to be eclipsed by the success of Nintendo Switch. Like, really, the only reason mobile gaming took off to begin with was that, like, everyone has an iPhone, right? Like, if you were a rich fuck in 2007, you had an iPhone day one, and you downloaded, like, stupid shit like Angry Birds and made these companies millions. But where is Rovio now? Like, not making shit other than Angry Birds, I don't think. Like, where's Zynga now? Where are these Facebook game companies? Where are they? Like, they just can't compete with the actual development talent of the industry. The Nintendos, the Platinum Games, the everything else. Like, those companies are going to continue to exist and succeed, while these mobile companies continue to exist, continue to decline. And with Nintendo already continuing to support, like, their already existing mobile games, eventually they'll start to dominate the mobile platform too, with their already existing games. The end of the mobile era is here. We can't expect the cell phone to continue to be the dominant force. It already feels like it's died down a lot over the past 10 years. It's interesting. I don't see anyone saying that like cell phones are going to kill consoles the way they did, the way they were saying in like 2010. Like it's basically peaked. Like it's essentially reached the point where like okay, nobody's going to carry around a controller to play a game on their phone or like even an emulator. Like they're just people are just going to continue buying Switches and buying Nintendo and playing better video games.